In this video, we are going to complete the Zander Gear Challenge 2 and Location Challenge 3. If this video helps you complete your challenges, please remember to give it a like, come back and leave a comment. Let me know you were successful. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let's take a quick look at the Zander. For the traits, it's aggressive. There will be no nibbles. It's a jumper. You can always keep your eyes out for a big one to jump. And most important, it's a night owl. So we know we need to use a night server. And for the bait and lure preferences, the very first one will work. Minnow, the very first one on the second line, hot dog, will work as chum to attract the Zander. To complete the Zander Gear Challenge 2, start in a night server. Use hot dog to attract the gold. You need to use 3 kilogram or 6.6 pound line. We are going to catch a goldfish to complete the requirement and use a float with size 1 gold hook. Anytime you're doing a gear challenge, the most important thing is to match your gear to the line requirement. So I'm going to use the Brass Monkey, an 8-pound spinning rod, combined with a 6-pound max drag Othello spinning reel. That matches the 6.61 pound fluorocarbon that we need to use to complete the challenge. Then a waggler bobber that moves less than the current. The size 1 hook, that's gold size with minnow. And if you want to take advantage of patch 2.1 functionality, I have 3 identical setups that I will put in rod holders just to cover a larger area to find the goldfish. In order to attract the fish we need quickly, we're going to equip our hand with hot dog. This is new functionality in patch 1.7 to bring the fish over to your location. Here is the location board for the Zander Location Challenge 3. In order to make this quicker and easier, we are going to double up with this location challenge. That will guarantee a gold Zander spawn that we need for the gear challenge, and we get the points for both at the same time with 1 fish. Let me show you where it is on the map. Here is the nearby outpost that you can use as a fast travel point if you have it unlocked. And for reference, here is the main outpost. So way down to the south is where we want to be. Now, if you've already done that location challenge, that's okay. You can still catch a gold here in this spot, or another excellent spot is right here where I have my diamond marker. You can either choose to use 1 rig in a boat that you can take from up here, or take a Jeep down, put your rod holders over here, or over here. Let's go ahead and pick up this location challenge. I'll leave the gear challenge. Let me select the correct gear challenge here. Keep that active. Then we're going to come down to the end of the dock. I don't normally like fishing from docks. You see all these crazy poles sticking up in Spain. But this one does have an opening, so we should be okay. If you're only going to use 1 rig, then I suggest you grab a boat and go just a little ways off the dock. I am going to grab one of my rigs with a size 1 gold hook, put it out and put it in the rod holder. I'll grab another one, put it over this way. Let me just make sure. Oop, we have already got a bite. Didn't even get to finish it. Or put out my bait, but that's okay. I'll explain after we do the fight. So what we're going to do here is just work in and out of the hot red with the drag to slow the fish down. Watch in the lower left, you can see what I'm doing with the drag. So the other good thing about the rod holder, as you noticed, is even though it's an instant strike with the Zander, I have 30 seconds to pick that up. So there was no big rush. We're just gonna continue to work this. No extra points for doing it fast. We just want to avoid those big stakes if we can, so we don't get snapped off. I wasn't expecting that guy to be quite that quick, but he was obviously hungry. You don't want to stay up in the hot red more than a second or so. It's just not worth risking snapping off. This one really isn't a terribly bad fight, so there's no big reason to push it. It'll get tired. Yeah, it was a little longer than I wanted to stay in there. Ooh. Oh, that was close. I did not mean to stay that long, but I had to drag a little too high. He's wanting to go towards that post. Gonna try and steer him this way. Not quite ready to come in yet. Getting close though. There we go. One gold Zander. Cool looking fish. We'll let it go back. There's the location 3. Gear 2. And plus 30 reputation. Easy as that. So let me finish what I was gonna do to set up. So what you want to do is make sure that you're not too close. You see how in the lower left it says put rod holder in put rod in holder. If you get too close, it goes away. So all you want to do is set one up, put it in the holder, set a second one up over this way, put that one in the holder, and the third one I put in the middle. But what I want to do is put out some hot dog beforehand. We'll put that out there. Grab the other one. And then you just wait, and you saw with the location challenge, boy, it sure didn't take long. It was right there. That gold's already spawned in, and before I could even put the chum in, it hit. So I thought I'd see if there'd be another one here just to show you that the gold can be here as well, even without the location challenge, but it's much faster when you do have it. But I have caught gold Zander in this spot. I do prefer this spot down here, as I mentioned earlier. if I'm not going to use that location 3 if I've already used it. So really depending on whether you're using 1 or 3 rigs, if you're just going to use one, drive a boat down here, park right where my marker is if you need this extra location. If you're going to use 3, then drive the Jeep down here and use one of these points and use the 3 rigs like I'm doing right now. Jeep would be better because then you have the extra hot dogs in the storage if you don't get the gold. You could also do a max cast, but it's a little tougher unless you have the catapult to get the hot dog out that far. You also have about 30 seconds after those hot dogs go away while it's still attracting fish. Something else you can do if you're going to use this location and you don't get a gold to spawn in, fast travel back to the outpost or just exit out and try a new server. And there may be a gold already spawned in. That's all there is to it. Happy fishing. Have a good one. Please click on the logo bottom left to subscribe to my channel. Check out my other content and don't forget to hit the like button on the video.